Hi everybody, I'm Sarah from Side Hustle Sarah, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to make money as an English teacher online without any teaching experience. So, are you interested in teaching English as a foreign language but have no experience? Then don't worry because there are a number of online TEFL companies that can help you get started. It's a perfect way to earn money from the comfort of your own home alongside your full-time job as a side hustle in the evenings or at the weekend. And if you enjoy teaching and have a passion for language learning, then this is the right opportunity for you. So if you feel like this would be helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and let's dig in a bit further. So one of the reasons I will be recommending to you to have a look at becoming a TEFL teacher is because there are over 1.5 billion English language learners worldwide. And the number of learners is always going to continue to grow. And the global market for English language learning was estimated at 10 billion in the year 2020. So it's not a market that's saturated. It is a market that will be ever growing. There will always be someone that is wanting to learn English as a foreign language. Now, the four companies that I'll be talking about to you today are VIPKid, Magic Ears, Cafetalk, and iTalki. So as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about four different TEFL companies: VIPKid, Magic Ears, Cafetalk, and my personal favourite, iTalki. And I will be providing an overview of the teaching opportunities that each of these companies offers. Now, whether you're looking to teach one-on-one or small group classes to children or students of all ages, these companies provide some of them provide their own lesson plans, materials, and flexible schedules to make teaching as easy as possible. But with the likes of Cafetalk and iTalk, you can provide conversation classes. So literally, you are having a conversation with somebody, which is helping them to practice their fluency. So stay tuned to check these platforms out and start your teaching journey today. So, number one, VIPKid. You are required to have a bachelor's degree with this, and this is due to the fact that you will be teaching children from China, whose parents quite often like teachers to have this level of education. And the really good thing about this platform is you can work from anywhere in the world for this company. However, I did notice on there that it says that at the time of recording of this, that if you are based in California, they're not currently recruiting teachers there. But if you're not in California, then there's no worries at all. Now, the application process is really simple. It's in 5 stages. So you need to just complete the online application form. They then will invite you to a one-on-one interview and to record a sort of very, very short sort of demo video. There is some links on there as well, so that you have the opportunity to watch some of their videos which talks through about like their teaching standards, the type of curriculum that they use, just to get you sort of like used to their way methods of teaching. The next stage of it is to undertake a mock class with an employee of VIPKid. So you would be joining this class and you would be pretending that the person on the other side is actually is a student. You would be given the materials beforehand that you can review so that you can prepare for it. And as long as that all goes well, you'll then get your contract and they will undertake the background checks. Now, all the classes for this are one-to-one. And as I mentioned, the materials and the classes themselves are pre-designed. So you don't need to be spending hours and hours trying to prep for teaching these classes. You can have a look about 12 hours. I think it's about 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours before the actual lesson. You can log in and you can have a look at what the teaching materials are for that student that you're going to be teaching in 12 hours time. In regards to payment, you're paid between the 10th to the 15th of each month, and that's done via a bank deposit. And your earnings are basically based on the number of classes that you teach. And the more classes you teach, the more you can earn. And there's no limit at all. You know, they won't be saying, okay, that's it. You've done your 20 hours. You can't do any more than that. You know, you can do, a number of hours that you wish to do. There is a base rate, which is between $7 to $9 per class. And the classes are only 25 minutes in length, so you can earn the equivalent of between $14 to $18 per hour plus incentives. So there's opportunities to get incentives and bonus as well. If you're finding this useful, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe because it helps the channel grow and also gives me an indication of what information that you're finding useful. So number 2 is Magic Ears. So in order to teach with English with Magic Ears, again, you would need a passion for teaching and you would need to enjoy children, need to be able to speak English at a very good level and also hold a bachelor's degree. Or you could be a student that's actively pursuing a bachelor's degree. Um, the stipulation for this one is that you hold a 120-hour ESL certification, but Magic Ears actually offers a fully accredited advanced course. This is why I've added this one here now, because they're only charging $20, which you can make back really quickly. So it's definitely worth checking them out. And the process for application is very, very pretty much the same as VIPKids. Unlike VIPKids, it's a 1:4 ratio, so you will be teaching 4 students, in a classroom model. And again, each class is only 25 minutes, but you are required to complete an evaluation for your students in the teacher portal within 18 hours of when the class was taken, and that is just very brief, just so parents, can know how well their children are getting on with studying and which areas they're doing really well in and which areas that they could, need to focus in on more. So that's number 2. So number 3, Cafetalk. So I really, really, I did teach with Cafetalk for about a year and a half, and I really, really enjoyed my time working for them. It is the pretty much majority of the students will be located in Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, China. So depending on where you're based around in the world, so if you're based in the UK, you will be teaching quite late at night or very early hours in the morning. And the platform is designed just to make the exchange of online classes really fun and inspiring for the students and tutors. And the lessons can be carried out either via Skype or Zoom. And it's mainly used by adult learners to improve their skills and to enrich their culture. But it's also used by families and young learners as well. And it's a marketplace. So unlike the other 2, you get to create a profile, which is then promoted on their platform. And you decide what your fees are. So you would start off, obviously, low just to sort of get your ratings up to begin with. And the Cafetalk platform, they take a commission fee. So to begin with, you retain 60% of the fee that you're charging, but as you teach and you teach more lessons and you gain good feedback, the percentage that you retain increases. I think it goes up to around about 80% if I remember rightly. You'll be paid again around about the same sort of time as VIPKids on the 15th of each month, and that's via PayPal. I really enjoyed Cafetalk because the majority of my students on there were adult learners, with a reasonable sort of level of English as well. They were wanting to practice fluency, so we were having majority of my lessons on there were conversational lessons or debates or discussions or sort of practicing job interviews. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I would highly recommend having a look at Cafetalk. But I will be dropping all these links in the description below. And the 4th one is iTalki, similar to Cafetalk, where it's where you set your own rates. So it's an online learning platform. It connects language learners with qualified teachers. And to become a teacher on iTalki, you need to submit an application, go through a screening process. You just need to provide sort of basic information. You need to put together just like a self-introductory video, not very long, about a minute, introducing who you are, your style of teaching, and then there's just a small sort of background check. And once your application is approved, you create your profile and then you set your own hourly rate. And iTalki takes a 15% commission on all lessons that are booked through their platform. And as I mentioned, you're responsible for setting your own rates. And obviously, once you start getting more feedback, more you've got more sort of a number of lessons that you've got under your belt, you can then increase your rates. And depending on what type of English that you're going to be offering, so it could be conversational English, it could be job interview practice, it could be business English, have a look around, see what other people are, what is the going sort of market rate that tends to be going on there. And the good thing about this one is you don't need a degree or have specific qualifications to teach on iTalki, because there's two routes that you can take. You can take the qualified, have the professional teacher status next to you, or you can be a community teacher. But it doesn't matter which one you have, because you can still set your own rates on there. Now, payments, unlike the other ones, are made weekly via PayPal or bank transfer, and you're responsible. So as a teacher, you're responsible for managing your own schedules and booking your own lessons. iTalki provides the tools and resources to help market yourselves and attract new students. But overall, I found iTalki really, really flexible, quite a supportive platform. If there was any issues, support got back to me really quickly. And when I was using it, I was teaching students from all over the world. And again, I enjoyed that just as much as I did with working with Cafetalk. So there you are, 4 TEFL companies to start teaching TEFL, even if you've not had experience before. So I hope you found that helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later. Bye.